A man's dream will never die is literally what he said. He said it like sincerely with no malice. So there's clearly some type of idealism that's in Teach, whether he has the Yami Yami no Mi or not.
I do genuinely think that Naruto has a real shot here with trying to appeal to Kaido because, like Mike mentioned, very good point. You can tell that there is something in Kaido's a feeling of regret, some kind of something that he's just not happy with himself. He doesn't want to be here.
Crocodile is already at a moment where he's getting beat down on somebody that he thought was weaker than him. Naruto is more of the compassionate, empathetic person to probably pick him back up and be like, hey, you know what? You probably could still be the king of this place if you just change the way that you go about leading the people here.
My own brother can't tell me to chill out. I'm still crashing? You think this random bozo's gonna be able to tell me to chill out?
Dofi's brother wasn't very good talkative wise.
He wasn't a good talker. He was more introverted. All right, what's good, YouTube? We are back, and in this video, we are doing what the title says. Can Naruto's Talk no Jutsu beat these top 5 One Piece villains? The first villain we got to discuss is Crocodile. Do you think Naruto's Talk no Jutsu could beat Crocodile? Ant, you making faces, so we'll start with you. What you thinking?
I am not gonna lie. I feel like he could not talk no jutsu. Not a single character on this list. Not one. Not even close. I feel like if we talk about Croc at the beginning, maybe he talk about some money, talk about some money, maybe some more power. He might be able to talk no jutsu to him, but that's not in Naruto's character. I feel like he gonna pull up talking, and Crocodile gonna put his hook through him just like he did Luffy. There's no money involved, no power involved, no nothing. I don't see him working. I don't see it working. I don't see talk no jutsu changing Crocodile's mentality. I think he's only been talk no jutsu technically by one person, and now with somebody that has a secret over him, and I don't think that counts. So I don't think Naruto. I think Naruto's cooked.
See, I'm a be contrarian for all these villains, because like everybody shows some type of susceptible moment. So, and funny enough, Crocodile's susceptible moment was when he was defeated by Luffy. He was genuinely confused, laying on his backside, figuring out how he got there because he lost to somebody who was just believed by the people. Luffy didn't even have no clout there, so like he was literally and genuinely in resolve and kind of changed his ordeals or ideals after that defeat. So if we're looking at it from that angle, I'm not going to always say after they were defeated, but low-key, when he was defeated, that clearly shows that his ideals and resolve can be changed, and I think Naruto could get the job done here. I'm not going to hold you. All he has to do is bring up his cynicism.
Yeah, I was going to backtrack off of that also. I believe that, like you said, if Crocodile is already at a moment where he's getting beat down on somebody that he thought was weaker than him, Naruto is more of the compassionate, empathetic person to probably pick him back up and be like, hey, you know what? You probably could still be the king of this place if you just change the way that you go about leading the people here. Or he might have him just be like, you could go somewhere else.
To piggyback off of that again, I'm already spitting because Naruto already did that with Tsunade. Tsunade gave up on her goals or her ideals, and Naruto was the one who helped reignite it. In this one, I'm not gonna lie, Talk no Jutsu, that's the perfect formula to get him back on track.
That's Naruto's game. Just saying.
And what Tsunade. You thinking? Nah, don't be scared now.
No, I have a Tsunade. I feel like, again, we are talking about pirates. I feel like he gonna be picking up telling something. Yeah, I beat you, but get hooked to the chest anyway. Thanks for picking me up, my boy. You're still getting cooked. I don't think he's gonna change. I feel like even when we seen Croc and Impel down, he was still the same Croc. The only difference was when he saw Ivankov. That's the only reason why he even helped Luffy to begin with. Because Ivankov was like, I'm gonna tell everybody that you used to be, you feel me? I'm gonna do something crazy. He was like, all right, you got it. I'm gonna help Luffy. Naruto gonna start spitting that music gonna play in the background. He's still gonna get cooked. Like, it don't matter. I don't think he's winning that. It's not gonna work.
Khalil, any thoughts before we move on to the next person?
No, I wouldn't drag out Croc too much because you and Amari both made very excellent points, and we all know that Ant is the well-known channel Naruto hater. But one thing that we also know is that there aren't enough of y'all that are subscribing when y'all watch these videos.
Yeah, y'all getting a little bit better though. I'm gonna give y'all a little pat on the back because like some of y'all are actually subscribing and we appreciate the love. But like it's a lot of y'all who just kind of checking us out here and there. But that number's going up, so we appreciate y'all. Keep them comments.
Do it. Damn.
All right, we gonna move on to the next person. The next person we got is Dofi, Doflamingo himself, and again making faces from the beginning. Why do you think he can't talk no jutsu, Dofi?
The only way I see him talk no with my fault. The only way I see him talk no jutsu and Dofi is for him to even think that he may be smarter than him, or if he was considered maybe stronger than him. Because outside of that, Dofi had strong ideals. He was literally they call him the fallen angel. He was a celestial dragon, everything. I don't think Luffy could even come close to talk no jutsu in any celestial dragon. Dofi's up there. So it's like I don't see it.
Nah, get him, Khalil.
Yeah, Khalil rubbing his head like Birdman.
I mean, that is cool and all. You give him the title Fallen Angel, which is very accurate. We will give him that. You know, someone who was very similar to that, Obito. And Obito got taught no jutsu by Naruto when they were able to share each other's thoughts through chakra, because chakra is also spiritual. We can't forget that. I feel like if Naruto were able to appeal to Dofi the same way he did to Obito, going through his memories and everything like that, I feel like he would actually be able to reach him on a level that'll pretty much get rid of that hardened exterior that the world pretty much turned him, you know, the monster that they turned him into. Like, Dofi, you don't got to do this. It's not too late.
You got to also understand, Naruto faced kind of the same hatred from his childhood that Dofi went through too. A lot of Dofi's was more self-inflicted, in my opinion. But Naruto definitely had a lot of that childhood hatred, and he could reach him through that pain instead of fighting against it. Maybe he can empathize with it. And I also say, remember when Law tells Doflamingo that he tells him that he's a product of the celestial dragon's twisted world? Doflamingo's face changed and he doesn't deny it. So to me, clearly, if he can't be talk no jutsu, he would have tried to fight against that ordeal. Like, I'm not just a product of it, I am it. You know, some corny villain type comeback. He didn't have anything to say against it because he knew it was the truth. So clearly he can still understand that his mindset is skewed. And to me, that's all talk no jutsu needs, is a moment or a lapse of weakness.
I don't know. Penetrate. I feel like the fact that his brother technically tried to talk no jutsu him in that silent box, and he still got packed too. I don't think that anybody can talk no jutsu him, bro.
But the thing though is, like,
this is his whole bloodline, bro. And
he still was grieving that though. Dofi was grieving that.
It doesn't matter,
man. It still shows that he had some form of emotion. But he had emotion when it came to killing his brother though. He didn't want to. He was trying to actually work with him to be like, hey, like, don't do this. Don't give him the fruit. Like, come back to our side. He was giving him a moment until he realized that, he wasn't going to do it.
If my own brother can't tell me to chill out, I'm still crashing? You think this random bozo's going to be able to tell me to chill out?
Dofi's brother wasn't very good talkative.
He wasn't a good talker. He was more introverted. But I do think Ant has a good point that his brother, I think Ant kind of killed it on that point. If his brother can't do it and they are blood and they know each other and he still emptied the clip on him, he might be a little hard-headed to actually listen to. So let's move on to the next one. The next person we got is Akainu. Amari? Who you thinking on this one? We ain't gonna start with Ant on this one. You think Akainu?
Typically, I like to be on Naruto's side, but I don't think he's getting away from Akainu on this one. Especially if he sees him on the opposing side, like he is stuck in his ways. Like, I don't care. You could be a good pirate, you're still getting justice. I gotta kill you.
Akainu was kind of wild because even after he killed Ace, he didn't celebrate the win. He just was like, all right, who's next? Like, that is very headstrong. Yeah, it's very wicked.
I think Naruto might be able to talk him down a little bit. I really do think that Akainu kind of strives for his own sense of justice, like Nagato. So I feel like Naruto may be able to appeal to him. It'll be difficult. They will box. They are definitely going to fight about it. But I do feel like Naruto will take care of that high.
You reach it more than Luffy, boy.
High
You're talking down the entire world government. He is the world government. No.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, literally during the war, Sengoku and the others tried to hold Akainu back. He was saying that his justice is more emotional than logical. It was just like, I'm doing what I need to do. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he showed zero glimpses.
He boxed his own homies to still put his point across. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I do think you have a point. Like, with Neji, Naruto did do a good job. Neji was very headstrong. He was stuck in his ways. And even Sasuke was very headstrong and stuck in his ways very early on. But I just think Akainu was a different beast. And because he fuels his own sense of justice, which is like the worst type of villain, because he thinks everything he's doing is good, it's kind of like a crooked cop, I think.
Too.
Huh?
Because he's in a position of leadership.
Yeah. He literally fuels his own sense of justice. I definitely think Naruto loses here. Not gonna hold you, but unless anybody got some contrarian thoughts here, I think we should move on to the next one.
No, I tried.
All right, next we got Blackbeard. We don't know too much about him, but what y'all thinking with Marshall D. Teach? Do you think Khalil? You want to start this one? Who you think?
I'm not gonna lie. We all know I'm the biggest Naruto fan on the channel. Take that, Amari. I don't think Naruto talks to Teach here. I feel like they'll have a good conversation. Like they'll get along during the fight, but ultimately Naruto's not going to be able to appeal to Teach. He'll find him interesting, but he's not going to be able to talk down Teach. He'd hear him out though.
That's my only one that I agreed that he probably would be able to talk him down.
I think so too.
He's the only. Hear me out, because if he talked to him in a way of like, join me. Blackbeard's all about strong people on his team. Naruto is strong. He might be able to talk to him in that way. But outside of that, if he just pull up like, don't do this, stop using that darkness power, he's cooked. But if he's like, I'll join you, he might be able to talk.
Have you ever heard Naruto say, join me?
I'm talking about if Blackbeard offer it, and he even if he pretends, he might be able to talk him down. But that's it though.
I think Naruto could talk him down. Like, especially if we're talking about pre-Yami Yami no Mi. Like, Teach literally had a quote was like, before when they first met, he was like I wrote it down actually. A man's dream will never die is literally what he said. He said it like sincerely with no malice. So there's clearly some type of idealism that's in Teach, whether he has the Yami Yami no Mi or not. He definitely turned into more of an ass. But like in general, I feel like that's still in him. A man with the dreams can change their ideals, and I think Naruto would probably end up like with Obito again, and actually be able to get through to him because that dream is still there. And if Naruto reminds him that other people have dreams too, I'm not saying he's going to force him to 100% turn good, but low key, because of the quotes like that, I could see him changing his mind and him having more of a mental battle than a physical battle being a thing.
Yeah. Or if he feels like he's stronger than him, because you see he's still cowardly still. If Naruto kind of portrays a little bit of strength, he might be like, stop this.
Hold on, big fella.
And he gonna run off. Same thing he did with Aokiji or Rayleigh and anything like that. Rayleigh didn't talk to him, he kind of just spooked him. I feel like Naruto maybe could do the same thing. That's it though. Other than that, no.
He's definitely one of the people so far that we said he would definitely have a better chance of having an actual conversation with before hands even get thrown, for sure.
Like 30%.
Yeah. I give a little more than that.
Sound like we spanking Khalil with this one. So let's move on to the next one. The last one we got is Kaido. Before we talk about this one, I want to mention that Kaido literally sees a flashback of himself when he's falling from the sky, where he saw himself as like a child soldier being betrayed and then later seeking death as an escape. So I want to throw that out there before we talk about if Kaido can be susceptible. Amari's waving his fingers, so let's let him start. What you thinking, Amari?
Dang, you know what? That's a really valid point. I completely forgot about that. Like on the inside, Kaido was really an emotional person. He just had more of like the mask on to always prove how strong he was. But if Naruto being able to like you know, I was betrayed by a lot of people. I have this demon inside of me. People wanted to kill me or get rid of me too. Like, I feel like he'd be able to get on his level emotionally to bring him down from being this drunk, raging demon, because he was always drinking. I feel like he was drinking his pain and all that regret and stuff away. So that's actually valid, Mike. That I forgot all about that, bro.
I got one more thing that I was going to bring up too. When he initially sees Joy Boy, he didn't question his identity like what is this? Like, he like genuinely had like a weird sense of hope. I mean, it was probably because he thought he was about to die, so he was happy. But regardless, it seemed like there was a glimpse of hope, similar to how other people view Luffy in the world. So to me, even that genuine pause to see like, oh, this new thing or change is coming, like Martin Luther King, I low-key feel like he is susceptible, that's a crazy comparison, to words. But I see it. So what's
that
up?
Spiritual
what's up?
level, man. Let's not forget
I
that.
feel like
we
we seen Kaido go through all the 7 different stages when he was drinking. I feel like he gonna be on that downswing with the sorrow. Naruto gonna play the music. He gonna get the yapping. He gonna be like, man, I feel you, but I gotta end you. And he's still gonna destroy this man. I feel like it's not gonna be no different. I feel like he gonna do all that music playing, all that talking, holding his hand out, and that club still gonna come out. He gonna hear, and he's still getting spanked. I don't think it's gonna be no different. I feel like Kaido, like we said, Kaido has strong ideals. He really watched the man burn in a pot. I don't see Naruto being able to change someone that could do something like that. I feel like, yeah, there's villains in Naruto that are bad that do stuff, but I feel like Kaido's in a different level. Watching Oden
you're
die
talking
like that
about
and
physical. See, I think if you focus too much on the physical, yeah, like what about?
That's still, to me, the emotional part about it. Like y'all saying, he's an emotional person. The fact that he was able to sit there, a person that he respected, you still watch that man burn. He could have easily.
Yeah, but you're acting like Kaido did not show any glimpses. Like, his suicidal tendencies are not warrior's pride. That's deep depression.
Yeah, but I could understand him wanting to die. But again, I don't think that Naruto talking to him is going to channel into him wanting to die. Unless Naruto told him to kill himself.
If the physical and visual won't, I think the emotional is the best option.
Yeah, I think he has a glimpse when he's drinking in that sorrow swing, but he got to do it in that sorrow swing. If he don't do it in that sorrow swing, and we go back on the up to like the anger part of it, no, I'm not saying there's not a chance, but I'm saying in that it got to be within that sorrow. If it's not in that club's coming out and Naruto's getting put down.
What you thinking, Khalil? You want to end this out?
Yeah, I do genuinely think that Naruto has a real shot here with trying to appeal to Kaido, because like Mike mentioned, very good point, you can tell that there is something in Kaido's a feeling of regret, some kind of something that he's just not happy with himself. He doesn't want to be here. I feel like Naruto, just like how you guys mentioned with Teach, Naruto could definitely appeal to Kaido, like, look, I was supposed to be a monster and I didn't let that turn me into you. So I feel like he'll try to give Kaido a sense of, you can atone for this. Like, if you're going to be immortal, spend the rest of your life trying to make things right instead of just being this thing here, because that's not you, Kaido. That's not you.
Okay, yeah, you said.
My man out here putting
yourself.
But
Naruto, we will let the audience decide in the comment section down below. Who do you think here has the best chance of being Talk No Jutsu? If you think it's none of them and y'all be like, oh, is this really a topic? Explain yourself, because I think we got some valid points within this one. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Catch you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.